everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of the Video Game Choo Choo Podcast. It's me, John, and, look, I'm just gonna get this out of the way real quick. Solon, you're here.
I am here!
Solon, I am going to apologize to you right now.
What happened?
Because this podcast, I'm going to apologize to you, and I'm going to apologize to the audience, in a sense, or at the very least give you a heads up. This podcast is going to be the Smash Bros. Zone, most likely. I kind of just want to jump right into it, because if not, I'm going to just be the whole time. So, will you give me this place to just go ham on the Smash Bros. Conversation for just a little while?
I have sanctified the grounds with the salts of Sakurai, so that you may go ham on Smash Bros.
Thank you so much, Solon. You are a good friend, and you are a great co-podcaster here. Thank you so much.
I've basically put like a salt circle around me to keep the demons away.
Yeah, because I'm going to be expelling a fucking shitload of demons right now. I'm going to like fucking just ghosts and ghouls flying out of me everywhere. And you know who's good at fighting ghosts and ghouls? Sir Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins, but he's not in Smash Bros. This time, so, you know.
Arthur's in Smash Bros?
Not yet. At least we don't know. He would be a good assist trophy. That would be cool, actually. Ghosts and Goblins, like, stage would be really cool.
Would it be a moving stage?
It probably would.
That would actually be cool. I would like that a lot. Because we like the moving stages here. We're all fans of the moving stages here, Pac-Land.
I was gonna say, I'm actually normally not a fan of moving stages, but I love that Pac-Land is just... I love two moving stages.
Mushroomy
I love
Kingdom.
Mushroomy Kingdom and Pac-Land.
Rainbow
they're just
Cruise.
The stages. Rainbow Cruise is not good.
What?
I can't stand it.
Oh,
there's too much shit going on.
It's got shit going on, but... yeah, okay. All right.
It's too much. It's a little too much for my taste. But yes, I guess I will go ahead and just talk about everything that happened during this Super Smash Bros. Direct here. I'm just going to go through the Direct, like, chronologically here, so it's nice and simple. They start off by killing Luigi. First thing.
Rest in
Death
peace.
Swoops in.
The green superstar.
Death swoops in, reaps his immortal soul, and takes it for himself for a hot second, and then Simon Belmont shows up and goes, nope, not today. Smacks Death in the face with his holy whip, the vampire killer. And hey, Simon Belmont's in Smash Bros.
And Luigi's dead. Like, that doesn't get undone by that, just Luigi is still dead.
Yeah, he almost comes back, like he's about to go back into his body and, like, regain consciousness, but then he gets scared again by one of the Castlevania bosses, I think Camilla. Yeah, Camilla scares him again.
Who's very scary. That was terrifying.
Yeah, it's a scary boss.
There's a lot of little scary moments. I don't know if when you've looked through the Smash archives of, like, the history of Smash, there are a lot of little things that are just terrifying. The adventure mode in Melee has the likes and the redeads in it, and those are horrifying.
They're very scary. Giga Bowser is pretty scary.
Giga Bowser is scary!
Yeah.
He's too big!
Taboo is pretty scary. He's like that weird butterfly man that shoots lasers and shit. He's pretty scary.
There's a couple of moments like that in Smash, and now we are going to have even more moments of that with the Castlevania tie-in, because of the new Castlevania stage.
Yeah, it's Dracula's castle. And not only does Dracula appear, of course, but
it's his castle. I would hope he was home.
It is his castle. It is his castle, yes. He shows up, but the Wolfman shows up. The monster, the Frankenstein monster shows up. They can't call Frankenstein, I guess, because I think that might be copyrighted. I'm not sure.
Dr. Frankenstein is not copyrighted. There's no way.
Yeah, they just call him, like, the Beast or something, so there must be some kind of thing where maybe it's not in the public domain for video games. I'm not sure. Something that's actually pretty funny, though, I'm just going to kind of pull this in from me watching a bunch of Castlevania lore videos, because I've gotten into Castlevania a lot recently. The events of Bram Stoker's Dracula, the novel, are canon in Castlevania.
Of course. Perfect. Okay, I did not know that, but now that I know that, it feels so validated.
Yeah. So, just a bunch of bosses from Castlevania will show up. And also Kid Dracula? They showed Kid Dracula's silhouette in the background at one point. And Kid Dracula is just Alucard as a baby, basically.
Okay,
so
I was going to ask.
Alucard.
I'm like, isn't that just Alucard?
Yeah, it's baby Alucard. Had his own games, I think on Game Boy? And they're very good, but they're pretty obscure.
I'm imagining that, like, Dracula just had open invites to, like, a monster mash. He's like, we're gonna have a nice old school monster mash in my house. Come to my castle. And then suddenly, like, all the Smash Bros thought they got invited. And he's like, no. Oh, no, everyone get out of my house. And now, like, the baby downstairs is screaming and everyone's getting attacked. And she's like, not like this. Kid Dracula's like, where's the juice?
People doing in my castle? It's not good. But speaking of Alucard, Alucard is also an assist trophy in the game. It is him in his Symphony of the Night form. He can turn into mist. He does the backdash from Symphony of the Night. He can turn into a bat, and he has his special sword from Symphony as well. Sakurai also explicitly said, hey, Alucard's really hard to kill. He's especially difficult to kill as an assist trophy, because he's so powerful. So that's pretty cool.
Wait, you can kill assist trophies?
Yeah, I mean, there were always a few assist trophies that you could, like, knock off the stage, but in Ultimate, I think most of the assist trophies, if you hit them enough, they get knocked out, and you actually can score a point if you knock them out during a time match, if you knock them out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then one last thing, well, two more things from Castlevania.
So I've never played Symphony of the Night, but I know all of Alucard's moves only because of the Captain N cartoon that featured him in it, which also has all those moves.
Yeah, he
rides a skateboard.
There's a big reunion for Captain N with Simon, Pit, and Mega Man.
Yeah, that's right. Mega Man was in there too.
He's gonna say Mega in front of, like, every word from now on. He's gonna be like, Mega Smash! Mega Gun! I don't know. Two more things, though. They said that there will be 34 tracks from Castlevania in this game.
That's a lot of tracks.
I think might be the most besides, like, Mario.
That was probably in the entire Nintendo Direct, that was probably the realest moment of connection that, like, I had with the development studio of Nintendo. It was like Sakurai pulls everyone aside, like, real talk, real. We love Castlevania music. That's like all we care about. And I'm like, holy shit, people are gonna lose their minds just knowing that the Smash studio just listens to Castlevania music all day, because that's what they do!
Yeah, like Sakurai in the Direct says, everyone was really excited when they found out that Castlevania was going to be in here, so just a bunch of people started saying, yeah, I'll do a Castlevania remix. Like, people loved it.
Of course, because it's fucking incredible music. And it never really gets its spotlight. And then now, all of a sudden, it's like, oh yeah, no, we were real, we were there all along.
Mm-hmm. And the last bit from Castlevania that I'll mention is that Simon is not alone as a playable character. He gets his own Echo Fighter with Richter Belmont from Castlevania Rondo of Blood on the PC Engine, which is considered maybe one of the best Castlevania games other than Symphony. Like, it's like Symphony and Rondo are up there as the best ones. So I guess to go a little bit into their moveset, both of them, they're pretty much the same. It sounds like it kind of sounds like maybe Sakurai might just really like Rondo, because he was like, God, man, I really just want Richter in here. They both seem to have the exact same moveset. They use the whip for their normals, and their specials are the axe and the holy water and the cross. All of those standard moves, all those standard items that you pick up in Castlevania. They showed Simon Belmont's Final Smash, which was really sick. He throws you in a coffin, then wraps his whip around the coffin, throws it up in the air, and then summons like a shower of crosses to destroy you. It's super sick.
What?
Now they didn't show Richter's, but I'm hoping Richter's. I mean, it would basically be the same thing as Simon's, but it would be the Hydro Storm move that he does, where he just summons like holy water raining down from the sky. I would love if Richter did that, because that's his coolest move in Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night.
What other Belmonts are there? Could they add more Belmonts to this? Have a little family reunion.
So there are plenty of other Belmonts. I mean, there's Trevor, who is pretty popular right now because he's in the Netflix Castlevania show. He's from Castlevania 3. He teamed up with Alucard and, I don't remember her name. There was the sorceress lady and the, like, little jumping around guy. There's, like, 4 characters you could play as in Castlevania 3. I only remember Trevor and Alucard off the top of my head at the moment. But yeah, Trevor could be cool. There's a couple of other characters that I think would be neat.
So I've only played one Castlevania, and that was Castlevania Adventure on the Game Boy, and that's how I lost my Game Boy privileges. And I don't. Which Belmont is that? Do you know off the top of your head?
Castlevania Adventure?
Yeah.
That one.
I can tell you, I really liked the first level, and that's as far as I got. Because it was very, very hard.
Yeah,
I was 5.
I don't even think that one's, like, canon.
Is it not? Is my childhood Castlevania a lie?
Yeah, I don't think that one's canon.
Oh, no! I don't even have one Castlevania cred. I thought I had at least one.
Yeah, it's...
I was gonna bring in this whole... I was gonna bring in a whole thing about Castlevania Adventure being my only shot.
No. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. No, that is canon. There is one, I think, on Game Boy that isn't canon, but this one is. That's Christopher Belmont.
Okay.
Christopher, yeah.
Okay, cool. There's, like... many generations of Belmont, and Christopher gets to be one too.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of them.
The Belmont family tree goes deep.
Yeah, it really does. There's like from Castlevania Circle of the Moon. You don't play as a Belmont, because there's actually a point where Dracula cursed the Belmont clan so they couldn't use the vampire killer anymore. But there were, like, adjacent families that could use the whip without hurting themselves. Well, they would hurt themselves, but not, like, enough to stop them from fighting Dracula. Like, they would have to give up their life force, basically, to kill Dracula. It was, like, Nathan Graves from Circle of the Moon, who's from that. There's Portrait of Ruin, who, the main character, Jonathan, is the whip user in that game, and he actually breaks Dracula's curse to let the Belmonts be able to use the whip again. Like, he breaks the curse so he's able to live a life after using the whip, because he was, like, gonna die, but then he breaks the curse and allows them to keep using the whip to stop Dracula.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then there's also Arya and Dawn of Sorrow, which is Soma Cruz is the main character of that, and he's a reincarnation of Dracula, but he fights off the evil, and he stops Dracula from, like, taking him over, basically, and he is able to live his life as a normal teen. Castlevania's cool, is what I'm saying. I really, like, I have gotten super into Castlevania lately.
I mean, of course, this is the time. It is finally time for all the Castlevania people to be like, I have been here. There's something really, like, legitimizing about being in Smash Bros, which is a really weird thing to be part of this HAL Laboratory fighting game.
Sora Limited now, yeah. That's what it's called now. Sakurai's Studio Sora Limited, yeah.
Oh, I didn't... Oh, they changed their names. Ooh, that's so fancy.
Well, HAL Laboratory is still around. They're doing their own thing. There's a subsidiary of Nintendo, but Sakurai just has his own thing. It's basically just the Smash Bros. Studio, because he's as Sora Limited, he's made Brawl 4 Ultimate, and he also made Kid Icarus Uprising, but like it's basically just the Smash Bros. Studio.
Okay, cool.
Anyway,
but yeah, it's a legitimizing force.
Yeah,
this is becoming the Hall of Fame of games in a weird way.
Yeah, it's really cool, and I've seen some people being like, "Oh, I think it's kind of dumb that people think that Smash Bros needs to have like a certain number of representatives, or else it's not official." Because I was talking to somebody on Twitter not too long ago where I was like, "Yeah, like I'm." To kind of ruin a reveal from later, they confirmed that Ashley from WarioWare isn't going to be a playable character. And I was bummed about that because I really like WarioWare. And I would have loved to see Ashley as a representative from WarioWare. And, someone messaged me like, do you really feel like her or anyone from WarioWare not being in Smash Bros. Like makes WarioWare a lesser thing? And it's like, no, for me, it's just, I love that series and I would love to see that in Smash Bros. I would love to play as those characters, see those characters more. That's just fun. And the thing with Smash Bros. Is that because it's such a well-made thing, it's not just like, oh, that's my favorite thing, I love to see that. It's not just like a bunch of references. It's like, it's really incorporating those things into a reverent game that really understands why people like those things and why people want to see those things.
I think there's still time. There's still time for Duck Hunt Dog Echo Fighter to be Dribble and Spits.
I think that would rule. Down.
That would be
or Jimmy T or Dr. Crygor. Dr. Crygor would be really cool.
The Ashley train so much. She's cool. She's real cool. But I'm on the Mona Pizza train because I think her rolling up in the Vespa would be dope. Even just as an assist trophy, she just rolls around giving people pizza. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. A Dr. Crygor or Penny Crygor, even just one of the Crygors would be really fun too. Yeah, it does feel like it would legitimize things more though. Like WarioWare needs love, and that's also another link to get closer to Waluigi in Smash, which I'm sure will never happen.
Probably not.
I think I will die before Waluigi is put into Smash.
Yeah.
It will be like 50, 60, 70 years from now, and Sakurai as a robot now will be like, Waluigi will never be in Smash. And then that's the moment where like 3 years later, Waluigi ends up being in Smash. And then I die.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then I get to join Luigi.
I'm just gonna say we gotta keep going.
Yeah.
So... we got 2 more Echo Fighters were confirmed. And Echo Fighters, if you recall, are basically the clones. They are extremely similar to previously done characters. Like I said, Richter is like Simon. They have the same moveset, basically. They're just a little different.
Different voice actors, too. I really appreciated that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Simon talked at all, but Richter talked, and he said he said his famous, "Die, monster! You don't belong in this world," from Symphony of the Night. So hopefully there's they showed Dracula tossing the wine glass, so so Dracula might say, "What is a man?" I'm hoping that would be. I mean, I know it's a cliche line, but I don't care. I love that line. I love how dumb Symphony of the Night is at the beginning. It's super good. I hope I would like. I want there to just be a full-on, like, Snake codec thing where if you're playing as Richter and Dracula shows up, they just reenact that whole thing. I want that really bad. But the other 2 Echo Fighters are Chrom from Fire Emblem and Dark Samus from Metroid. Now, Dark Samus seems to be pretty simple. All the moves that they showed her doing were just Samus's moves, but she's really cool. She's got this like super gross design where there's like veins all over her shoulders, and she's floating around, and she's got clawed hands, and it's super, super cool.
It gets to the core of like understanding like, hey, Dark Samus is like a natural entity in the world, not a cyborg, not a machine person. Like, it's pretty gross.
It's really cool. And she floats around too. It's super neat. And Chrom is interesting because he seems to be... Now, it says he's an echo of Roy, which is very funny because Roy is basically an echo of Marth. So Crom is an echo of an echo.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
But
that's like, does Crom deserve that? I don't know Fire Emblem very well, but it kind of seems like he gets to be the punching bag of the entire series most of the time, anyways.
He's a dweeb. If he's gonna be in Smash Bros, he should be an echo of an echo. He's a fucking loser.
That rules. Good. He can continue to be the punching bag to Smash.
But the weird thing is that he also has some of Ike's moves. So
I saw the Great Ether looks just like...
He has the Ether. So he might just be like a clone of all the Fire Emblem guys, basically. Like he might just be...
Not allowed to have his own identity at all.
Yeah.
Not even allowed the privilege of being a clone of a clone. Yeah. He's a bastard clone of a clone.
He's a clone of a clone of a clone. He really is. But yeah, I'm not
the gelatinous goop that happens when you combine all of the Fire Emblem characters into one thing.
I'm not too beat up about that because it kind of seems like they're just going to do a bunch of Echo Fighters. So I'm fine with that.
Do you think there's going to be a lot of Echo Fighters? Because there's room to. That's the whole idea, is that this is supposed to be like the happy middle ground between there being, in fighting games, a character that's a clone and a character that is like a costume of another character. So my theory is that like they put in the effort to put in all of the old characters, like Snake, Pichu, etc., etc., etc. I think they went, okay, maybe we don't have enough time to make a shit ton of new characters, but we're gonna make a couple of new characters and then make a bunch of Echo Fighters. Because I remember during Smash 4, when they had Dark Pit, Dr. Mario, and Lucina, some people were like, why did you waste all that time making these clone characters? Sakurai was like, the time that it took us to make those 3 characters was less time than it took to make one fully original character. Okay, cool. So maybe they'll just make like fucking 15 Echo Fighters and then like 5 or 6 new characters. Instead of 20 new characters, they didn't do 20 in Smash 4, but they did like 15 or something like that. So maybe they'll just, only do a few brand new characters, but a bunch of Echo Fighters. So they can put in characters that people want, but characters that are like similar to old characters. So, so there's plenty of new stuff to do and plenty of representation. So yeah, I could see them doing a bunch of Echoes. And also the fact that there's a third party Echo, that opens the door for more third party character Echoes. Like Shadow the Hedgehog I'm like 99% sure Shadow the Hedgehog is going to be playable in this game because no shit. Right. He's gotta be. And then there was the rumor of Isabelle for Villager. That's also 99%. Yeah, Isabelle will probably be in this game too. But yeah, I would say maybe 3 or 4 more brand new characters, and then they're just gonna put in 8 or 9 more Echoes. That's my guess. Okay, so here we go. Here's some of the nitty gritty stuff that they talked about there during the direct. They talked about some of the new some of the returning stages. It's almost every single stage ever from all of the games. They're missing, I think I saw a video where they said they're missing 15. It's 103 stages right now. Yep. Which means if you added up all of the stages from previous games, you'd be 15 short. Yeah. And they pointed out that if you also count that, you can do Final Destination and Battlefield versions of every stage, that's basically 300 stages. Yep. Which is nuts. So if there's a Final Destination of Pokefloats, what do you think the Pokemon's going to be that you have to float on? Who's the star platform? Who's the platformiest Pokemon? Probably Onix. Is it a sideways Wobbuffet? Maybe. Yeah, I mean... Pokefloats is not in the game, at least not yet. I know, it's one of your favorite stages, because you love moving stages.
Look, I don't want to play on Poke Floats, but I want Poke Floats to just be in that game. Like, I just want, like, I want to just be able to look at that stage select screen and be like, Poke Floats is there. Hello.
How do I get Poke Floats where I don't have to play on it, but it's just a screensaver for the game?
They did talk about a couple of new stages. Like there's the Dracula's Castle. They showed off New Donk City Hall, which is just a traveling, like one of those traveling stages where you're on the flat platform, but it brings you to a couple of different destinations, and it's just a bunch of places around New Donk City. And you can jump around and like touch parts of the band, and once you touch all of them, then they start singing "Jump Up Superstar." Like you basically, like, you jump on the guitarist, you jump on the bass player, and then Pauline shows up, and then you touch her, and then she'll start singing.
Yep, it adds their tracks in as you touch them on the stage. It's awesome.
Yeah, and that's a great like reference to Mario Odyssey, because that's how you get that part of the game to happen. You go around New Donk and you find the musicians, and then once you find the musicians, Pauline does the performance.
Yep.
So that's a nice reference there.
It's just as unobtrusive as Smashville, the Animal Crossing stage that had like balloons popping overhead.
Yeah.
It's as simple and unobtrusive as that. And it's nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there was another stage announced, like a new one. I mean, there's the couple that they announced already, like the Great Plateau Tower and Moray Towers from Splatoon, or from Breath of the Wild and Splatoon. But yeah, I mean, like 103 so far. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's more that they're going to announce, because like, if they're going to announce more characters, if there's a character that's, you know, from like a third party or something, or not from a series already represented, they're gonna want to make another stage for them.
Yep.
So I'm sure there'll be more. But it's 103. And then they said over 800 songs in the game.
800. On that little tiny SD card.
If you count like menu songs and fanfare, it's almost 900.
That's an unreasonable amount of music and sounds.
They said 28 hours of, if you listen to it uninterrupted, no looping, 28 hours. That's insane. They also said that you can like set up playlists, and you can turn the screen off and like put it in your bag or something and just listen to Smash Bros. Music on the go.
I thought that was the coolest thing in the whole world, was just them understanding how I play with these games, and how like we don't have to focus all the time on Smash, and that this game itself can not only be a fun little fighting game with your friends, but also a utility to just listen to Nintendo music.
Yeah, it just makes it more of a celebration. Like, hey,
yeah,
like I love Nintendo so much, I want to play as these characters, fight as them, look at all these stages, look at all this stuff, and then also listen to all the music, like all 800 songs.
And we know that this has always been a celebration since Melee. I mean, how much time have you and I spent just looking at the trophies in Melee?
Oh, absolutely.
And like they've known this whole time that this is like not just a game that we play together with friends, but also an like almost archival tool of our video game lives.
You know, I just realized something, and I'm so scared right now. They didn't mention trophies yet.
They didn't mention trophies, you're right.
There's gotta be like 4,000 in that game. Like, there's no way. Like, oh my god.
I saw a Twitter picture of like Sakurai trying to fit all these CDs into an SD card, and it immediately made me think, oh shit, I've got to collect 800 tracks. And like that feeling in Brawl when a CD would drop on the stage and everyone would have to be like, stop fighting, stop.
Wait. Yeah.
I need the CD.
But some other things about the stages. Sakurai confirmed that every stage can be used for 8-player Smash now.
Yeah.
Like 8-player Smash is just standard.
Good.
So you don't have to go into like a separate menu option or anything like that. If there's 8 controllers, it'll do 8-player Smash. There's also a feature, which is really interesting, that you can set it up so you pick 2 stages at the same time, and it'll shift between them. Like, you'll just change into each of the stages, and it's either at random intervals or at specific intervals that you set. So you could just have 2 separate stages basically going at the same time.
That was so freaky, but also really cool.
It's nuts.
There's a couple of options. There's like modes of ways that you can play that were all super interesting that they talked about in the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, like, they're making stamina a standard option, too. So you can play stamina mode. Like, it's not, like, under Special Smash anymore. That's just something that you can pick from the menu. There's also an option to make Final Smashes similar to super moves from other fighting games. Instead of having the Smash Ball, you can set an option where you have a meter under your percentage that fills up as you go, and then you can use your Final Smash.
Which is exactly how Little Mac has always done his meters.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind
like,
of
meters
like
are not
that.
Foreign to Smash Bros.
Yeah.
But yeah, now that everyone has access to a meter, that's really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it makes me wonder if Final Smashes are going to be part of competitive play.
Yeah, like, they specifically said, it's not going to be as, like, they're not going to be as powerful as a Final Smash from a Smash Ball.
And that's exactly what made me think, like, this could be viable to turn Super Smash Bros. From a 2-stock game back into a 3-stock game.
Yeah, maybe.
Which would be interesting.
Yeah, it would.
Because the only reason there's not, like, 3 stocks is perfect because it allows for folks to make comebacks.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just like, this person has, when there's only 1 life left and you're starting to, like, lose health consistently, it's like, all right, this match is over. But if someone's losing life on their 2nd stock out of 3, that's a whole different game.
Yeah.
So if Final Smashes allow for acceleration of the match to that extent, that maybe we could have 3-stock matches again, which would be exciting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's some other modes that they introduced. Tourney mode is coming back. The classic.
I'm happy for tourney mode. There's one more that I'm even more excited for, though.
And then there's 2 other modes that are really interesting. I need to look at the exact name of the mode. Squad Strike. That's what it's called.
That's the one.
So it's either 3v3 or 5v5 matches. And you can either have it be like 2 teams of human players where each person has a character and they swap out when you lose a stock. Or you can set it up so it's just 1 person versus 1 person, and you pick 3 characters or 5 characters, and each of your stocks are a different character.
Yeah, I finally get to play as the event modes in Melee where they would, like, pit you up against 5 other characters.
Yeah.
No, I was so excited to put a squad together.
That's super cool. There's also another mode called Smashdown, which is a mode that once a character is you get to pick from the whole roster, but once someone plays as a character, that character gets nullified. So you have to. So I'm guessing you have to pick like how long it'll go, but it makes it so you can't just play as one character. You have to pick a bunch of different characters.
And you can counterpick your opponents and make it so that they can't play as characters they'd be really good at. Mm-hmm. Like the tourney mode and the squad mode, that's where like tournaments are at and stuff and competitive play. But Smashdown, that's where the money matches are.
Yeah, that is how you do it.
You find that dude who thinks he's hot shit. And he's like, oh, yeah, but you can only play as Fox or Falco, so let's smash down, and let's put $100 on it.
You grab Fox or Falco. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So they showed some assist trophies after that. They went into assist trophies. And, of course, it's a little bit of a bummer that they deconfirmed, as they say, some playable characters, but, I guess that's how it goes. They showed Crystal from Star Fox.
Yep. Crystal's there. It's real.
Crystal's there. They show Gray Fox is coming back, which, hell yeah, Gray Fox. I love him. Very good. Very glad about that. Zero from Mega Man X is an assist trophy.
Yeah, finally. Hallelujah.
Yeah. The Moon from Majora's Mask is an assist trophy.
Make it go away.
Which is very good. Him falling into the stage. Chef Kawasaki from Kirby is an assist trophy.
It was so mean that they put those back to back. Like, I'm like reeling in horror so much so that I cannot appreciate Chef Kawasaki, this adorable orange man, being in Smash Bros.
I love Chef Kawasaki. The Claptrap, not from Borderlands, from Donkey Kong, the little Kremling with the big mouth.
Hey, that reminds me that you forgot a character to talk about, and people are gonna be mad at you.
I'm doing this chronologically.
Okay. Yep, you are.
Cap'n from Animal Crossing is also an assist trophy. He runs you over with his bus, and then you get put in the bus, and then he drives off the stage
and takes you to Animal Crossing.
He takes you to heaven. He fucking kills you.
Last stop.
Yeah, last stop heaven. Nikki from Swapno is an assist trophy. She's super cute.
Cool.
She draws things and then they come to life and attack you, and like it shows like a little Godzilla thing and a bullet bill, and that attacks you. And she's very cute. And then maybe the two wildest assist trophies that they showed was Shovel Knight is an assist trophy.
Woo!
Which is just, like, congratulations to Yacht Club Games. Like,
congratulations.
Like they probably don't remember this, and you know that's fine. But like, I distinctly remember way back in the day, like when Shovel Knight was on Kickstarter, we interviewed them. They were one of our first interviews, so it's really neat. Just like remembering, oh man, like. I remember like them sending us their like PAX demo for Shovel Knight because they were so excited to have people play their game, and now he's in Smash Brothers. Like that's amazing! Like what a great game and what a great success story! Like I'm so happy for them. I'm super happy for Yacht Club.
Like we were talking about, it's legitimizing. They're like in the annals of the Hall of Fame of Smash Bros.
Yeah. Like he is the like indie rep basically. He's there for indie games. I mean, I know
there will be a Shovel Knight trophy that you can look at in the thing. I mean, assuming there's trophies, which is kind of easy to assume at this point.
I hope there's Shovel Knight music. That's what I want.
That could also be a thing.
I would really like some Shovel Knight music. And then the last assist trophy that's really amazing, that is also a boss, is the Rathalos from Monster Hunter.
Yup.
So
that was cool.
That's especially interesting because they said he was a boss. And they showed the Rathalos on a stage that was specifically for Monster Hunter. Like, some people, like, from the Chooch chat, and even some of my friends who know Monster Hunter, were like, hey, that is a specific... Like, they showed the Rathalos in a specific area from Monster Hunter, I think, 4? And that's not on the stage select. So either they're going to show that stage off later, which is, you know, that's possible. Mm-hmm. Or the Rathalos is a boss for some kind of story mode, let's say.
Right. Like Porky was... Porky, right? In Smash in Brawl?
Porky and Rayquaza and...
Because they had their own specific stages in that.
Yeah.
The Subspace Emissary storyline.
Yeah, so, I mean, who knows? But it's also an assist trophy, which is crazy that this big-ass dragon, like, it's huge! Huge! It's like the size of 3 characters standing on top of each other. It's fucking gigantic. As an assist trophy.
3 Ridleys climbing on top of each other to match the power of Rathalos.
Yeah. That was just nuts. But yeah, they also showed Ashley for a second, so she was knocked out of the roster there, basically.
Yep.
That's fine. They showed some Pokemon too, which was really interesting. Let me There's some interesting Pokemon that they showed. Alolan Vulpix, which is just like Vulpix, except it uses ice and moves. Something that was also kind of a deconfirmation was Mimikyu. Mimikyu is a Pokeball Pokemon. Kind of a bummer. I would have loved to play as Mimikyu, but still love to see Mimikyu. Mimikyu's super cute. Abra. Abra is a pretty neat one where it just goes around and teleports you around the stage.
That was cool that Abra teleports you, the character, not teleports itself, but like just grabs people and throws them somewhere else on the stage for a second.
Yeah. Another one that I kind of feel like could have been a character is a Marshadow, where he shows up and he can like stun you by using Shadow Sneak and then punches you, using like both its fighting and ghost type abilities.
Yep.
And one more Pokeball that was really interesting, which is something that is a long time coming, was Ditto.
Yeah.
Now, Ditto in Ultimate, it copies you, and it turns into like a clone of your character to help fight against you. Or not against you, help fight with you. But this is especially interesting, because Ditto was supposed to be in Melee. There are files for Ditto in Melee. Like, we talked not that long ago about, like, stuff that got taken out of Melee. Ditto was one of those things. So it's super neat to see Ditto actually being implemented exactly how it was supposed to be implemented. So that's really cool.
Yeah, so could you break the game if you just, have everyone be ice climbers, throw out a bunch of Pokeballs, suddenly, like, Dittos everywhere, and they're all ice climbers also? Can we melt this game?
Who knows? We'll try to figure that out. Some items that got shown.
There was also, before you go too far, there was also Solgaleo and Lunala.
Solgaleo and Lunala.
Which were obvious, but also, I like them so much. I just wanted to give them a little love.
Man, if Ultra Necrozma is in there, that's too much, probably.
It's too much!
You know what? Actually, I bet Ultra Necrozma will be a boss. He's that big-ass gold dragon from Ultra Sun and Moon. I could see Ultra Necrozma as a boss.
What about the Ultra Beasts? Think they're gonna have us show up on the stage?
Maybe if there's a new Pokemon stage, sure.
That would be nice.
Yeah,
because those guys are really the Ultra Beasts are so beautiful.
Yeah,
and they all have such good personalities just baked into their designs.
I need to see a fully 3D rendered Buzzwole so bad. I need to see a high quality Buzzwole on my TV. So some items that they talked about that weren't talked about previously. There's the Killing Edge from Fire Emblem. If you're holding it and you attack while it glows, the damage and launching ability will be doubled. There's a staff. I think it's Dark Pit's staff from Kid Icarus. I'm not sure. It's just the staff, but I think it's Dark Pit's staff. The further away you are from your opponent, the more damage it does. There's a banana gun that it has one shot in it, and it's an extremely powerful bullet. But after that, it just becomes a banana peel that people can slip on.
Yeah. With regards to the banana gun.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
It's the banana gun.
From a game? From something?
I don't think it's from anything.
It's just like I saw this happen and I was like, what are we doing? This was the only moment that like took me way out of the thing. It was like, what is this? Why is this a thing? What are we doing with this?
I don't know. The only banana gun that I can think of is from Metal Gear Solid 3, but you can't shoot that. Yeah,
that's all I can think of too.
I don't know. There's the Ramblin' Evil Mushroom from Earthbound, which is a really good pull. If you hit somebody with it, it reverses their inputs.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's just like what they do in Earthbound. Like if you get hit by the mushroom in Earthbound, it makes you walk backwards, or just based on what you press, you have to go to the hospital to get it removed. So that's really neat.
Between that and the Abra teleporting people, it was things like, oh, these are so obvious. How have these not been in the game up to this point?
It's super cool. There's the Rage Blaster, which is an item that the more damage you've taken, the stronger it gets.
Rage Blaster.
Well, it's called that because once you hit, I think, 100% damage, then you go into Rage mode that makes you do more damage. So, yeah, it's the Rage Blaster. And the last one they showed was Death's Scythe.
Hell yeah.
If your opponent has high damage, it just automatically kills them. So, there you go. It's just an auto kill if they're at high damage.
That's so metal. It was just so cool to just be like, you're dead now.
Yeah. Okay, so two more things.
Two more?
Yes. They showed off the menu, which was very neat. One of the things that is super mysterious, though, is that they had something blurred out on the menu. It was a big green button. And I apologize for not knowing the individual who kind of dug this up's name, but someone on Twitter, tried to look at it as best as he could, and figured out that both in the English and Japanese versions, it says something to the effect of spirits. So I'm guessing it's some form of story mode, and if I'm thinking that death, cutting Luigi's soul out was actually a hint about that, because in Brawl Subspace, everyone turned into trophies. Maybe in this game, it's their spirits, and you have to go collect their spirit and bring it back to their body to get them to come back as a playable character. Maybe that's how you unlock everybody.
Maybe we can fix Luigi.
Yeah, maybe that's the first thing you do is you have to fix Luigi from being dead by death.
Maybe it's just a bar, and everyone hangs out and drinks, and that's the story mode.
Spirits, yeah.
Maybe it's just a club. Maybe Bayonetta's dude is there bartending for the Smash. Rodon, yeah, maybe Rodon's there just bartending and giving Smash characters advice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And the last thing they revealed, which was so crazy, was another original character, King K. Rool. I couldn't believe it. That's such a good pull. He looks amazing. He has all of his moves from the games. He has the blunderbuss from Donkey Kong Country 2, the one where he shoots the cannonballs,
big cannonball, yeah,
and then he can suck things back up. He has, I think his up B is his little propeller from Donkey Kong Country 3 when he's the crazy mad scientist. He has the crown throw like he does in Country 1, and he has the giant Kremling laser from the Game Over screen in Donkey Kong 64.
Wow.
His final smash is from the Game Over screen of Donkey Kong 64.
So it's weird how we've been around the horn in Smash Bros. With all these games coming out. Bayonetta is in this game, and Cloud is in this game, and Ryu is in this game. But King Cruel looks like he's in the wrong game. He somehow looks more foreign than everyone else, and it's awesome.
I felt the same way about Ridley, and I love that about Ridley.
Yeah. Even though these are way more normal games to be in this.
Yeah.
There's so many art styles between Donkey Kong Country that's actually similar to Smash Bros. But somehow King K. Rool looks bizarre, and I love it.
It's very good. It was especially funny because I think the head designer at Rare at the time tweeted "Oh, I'm so glad that King K. Rool is in Smash Bros. But man, I wish I gave him a better name." It's I thought about it for 15 minutes. I should have thought longer.
I love it. It takes him this long to be now we're on the big stage.
Mm-hmm. But I'm very happy about that. I was never really a huge fan of Donkey Kong Country, but he just looks like so much fun to play as.
And having the Donkey Kong villain is something that really helps just show how much of a stable this is, because now they're in line. Donkey Kong's in line with Zelda and with Mario and with Kirby.
Yeah, when they were showing King K. Rool too, the beginning of the trailer is the trailer is called The Rivals, and it shows Mario fighting Bowser, Link and Zelda fighting Ganon, Kirby fighting Meta Knight, and Samus fighting Ridley, and then Donkey Kong is just oh yeah, well I guess I'm just chilling out because I haven't seen my villain in ages, and then fucking King DDD shows up trying to be like, oh, hey, look, it's me, King K. Rool. Nope, psych. And then King K. Rool actually shows up and scares the shit out of Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong because they were like, it's been like 11 years since he's shown up. Like, I mean, if you were to count mainline Donkey Kong games, it's almost been 20 years since Donkey Kong 64. But I think there was like a King of Swing or something like that, the one on the DS. King K. Rool was in that, but that's still 11 years old.
I would have sooner expected Kane to run in on these guys than King K. Rool.
But it's super nice. Like he looks amazing. He's got such a great attitude about him. And it's like I love that so many people are realizing that that on his like his chest plate, stomach plate thing is made out of gold, and he actually like he had someone make a belly button on his armor.
Yep,
it's super good.
Form fitted.
It's super good. He's King K. Rool. He looks super good, and it makes me excited for. And I know we shouldn't ask for more. But we know that more is coming. So it's just making me so excited to see what else is going to come. Like,
I wanted to, after all of this, now that we've gotten it all out, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, Sakurai has been very clear that we should never ask him for anything ever again. If you were in a room with Sakurai and you knew, you're not allowed to ask him for anything.
Yeah.
What would be the one thing that you would ask him for?
I mean, if I know that I'm not allowed to ask him for anything, I wouldn't ask him for anything.
No, but you're not going to be in the room with him ever again, and you know that temptation is there.
Look,
you bite the apple, and what do you ask from Sakurai? I
mean, I would just say, look, you've been friends with Suda51 for how long? Do it for him, and do it for me. Like, put Travis Touchdown in Smash Bros. Make him playable, please. Like, I feel like he's probably going to be an assist trophy. Like, that's probably what's going to end up happening. But I would really love to just have Travis be playable. I would really love that. It's a long shot, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
That's perfect.
I would at this point, if he's an assist trophy, I would be upset for a little while, but I would accept it because, just having him in Smash Bros would be amazing. And then hell, if he's an assist trophy, that means that maybe there could be some No More Heroes music. Like, just put Killer Be Killed mix or something like that in the Smash. Like, I want something from No More Heroes in there. I would just love that.
If I was in the room for a minute, the only thing I feel like I pretty much get everything that I could ever want from Super Smash Brothers and more. I would just ask to be like one more voice to be like, hey, Sakurai, can you put way more Final Fantasy music in the game? Because I'm really scared there's only going to be 2 tracks. And that would break my heart.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If there wasn't more Final Fantasy music in Smash Bros.
Yeah, they showed some of the music, and they glanced over the Final Fantasy section in the music, and it only had 2 songs. And that if that's still true when the game comes out, I'm gonna flip a shit. That's unacceptable.
It's just at least I'd want an answer to be like, hey, we actually couldn't put this music in the game because they're touring with it and there's a lot of rights problems. At least then I'd be like, okay.
It's
fine.
It's off the rocker that they can't put one of the most famous video game songs of all time, One Winged Angel, in that game. That's not in Smash Bros. That's nuts. But yeah, I mean, everything else about that game is incredible, and there's going to be more. Sakurai said that they are going to show all of the characters before the game comes out. So between now and December 7th, we're going to get some other kind I don't know if it's going to be another Smash Bros. Direct or if it's just going to be part of another Nintendo Direct, but between now and then, we're going to find out more characters, probably see some of the trophies, and find out what that option is. See the story mode or whatever it is. We're gonna I think we are gonna get another Direct. I think we're gonna get just another Smash Bros. Direct.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I mean, I only hope that they're putting in an actual story mode for this one because we missed it in the last game. And Brawl's Subspace Emissary was probably one of the best parts of that game. It was written by the Final Fantasy guy, whose name has already escaped me. But the writer for Final Fantasies 7 and Kingdom Hearts and a whole bunch of things, he wrote Subspace Emissary, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
If we can get more of that, I would be so alive.
I think it's going to be a story mode, specifically because they are adding a lot of villains.
Yep.
Like Ridley, Dark Samus, and K. Rool. I think they might add like maybe one or two more villains.
KK Slider. See that.
Yeah, KK Slider, the biggest villain of all.
Biggest villain of them all.
Tom Nook, the evils of capitalism added to Smash. Absolutely.
Is it out? Are we done? Did you make it? How are you feeling?
We talked about Smash Bros. For a whole hour.
You needed that, John. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Let's move on to other stuff because there was other news.
There's been a lot of news this week. Like the news has been really busy. If you don't mind me taking over.
Oh, I was gonna say, Solon, please go ahead and talk about what you want to talk about.
There's been a lot of things happening. It's the middle of summer, and usually this is where video games as an industry starts setting up things. And one of the things that's being set up is that Discord is now becoming a game service. Among the same way that Twitch has become a game service, a place that sells games through Amazon, and just the same way that Humble Bundle has become a place where they are now a storefront where you can buy games. And the first games that are going to be on sale through Discord are Frostpunk, Dead Cells, and Into the Breach. 3 games that are indie games of very high critical acclaim. They're all games that came out recently and are very good. And so it's interesting to see that they are pushing for just to be a place to celebrate indie games is what it feels like. And there are going to be giving away games through their Nitro subscription service. So people who are subscribed to Discord, it sounds like, this is not totally fully confirmed, but it sounds like the first games they're giving away are going to be Saints Row, Darksiders, Super Meat Boy, and Metro Last Light. And though that's at least gives you the idea of what kind of games they're looking at to be part of the Nitro service.
Yeah.
And so that's just super interesting. And the reason that I'm most excited for it is because out of all of the software that I use that has come out over the last few years, Discord has never done me wrong. I mean, we're using it right now to host our calls. Discord is one of the most stable software things that I have ever used.
Yeah, I mean, Discord's had its hiccups for me, but overall, it's a really good service, and I'm more than here for a Steam competitor. Discord seems like it would be probably in the best position to do that. Other than GOG and Itch has its niche, but I think Discord is very primed to go into that. It doesn't seem like they're really trying to be as much of a competitor. They said they said here that they are, instead of just being a general store, they're being a curation thing where they're oh, we're going to pick out a few games here and there, and whenever something good comes out, we're going to put it on our marketplace so you can buy it because this is a good game.
Yeah, the thing that I'm seeing is that they don't want to be a store to be you come to our store and you buy our games, as much as it's more hey, your friend is playing that game right now. If you click your friend's name, you can just buy it right now and play with them. It's more of an accessibility thing where it's hey, we're all here, we're all talking about games, we're all playing games together. Why don't we at least give you another way to buy them? And so I don't know if you've been on the games tab of your Discord.
Like once or twice.
Yeah, you kind of pop into it once or twice. It's not something that is like the main screen that you use. And I'm assuming they'll never make it that kind of thing where it's always in your face. But it's a thing that's in the background that's like, hey, we let you launch your games from here. You can also see if your friends are streaming right now or what games they are playing right this moment. And every time I've clicked onto it, it's just like a little place where there's just a little bit of local friend news. And I've always appreciated it. But I'm assuming that that's where that storefront is kind of going to live, is going to be just in the background as like a thing. The biggest worry, the biggest concern that I have as a consumer, as an informed consumer, is I will buy a game from Discord and have no fucking idea where it is the next time I try to open it. Was it on Steam? Was it on GOG? Was it on Humble? Was it on Discord? Was it on Twitch? I don't know. That's my worry.
Yeah, it's getting a little overwhelming with the number of alternatives, I guess. But you know,
as long as people are competing with Steam, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, like
the less Steam I have to use.
Yeah, exactly. Like I hope that there is just a good way to get away from Steam in a sense, you know? That's basically the main goal.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me just hey Steam! Hey Valve, fuck you! Alright, sorry. Had to get that out.
Yeah.
My daily emissions.
Gabe Newell's gonna hear that and he's gonna be like, I have a knife, and I'm not afraid to use it. And then that's going to be it.
Go sit on your throne in Bellevue.
I will, thank you. That's my Gabe Newell impersonation.
I'll sell more Rats Instagib items for 3 cents a pop.
Hey, you know what? Maybe he should. Because Rats Instagib rules.
Hey, that stream that we had, also this entire week of Video Game Choo Choo has been pretty incredible.
Yeah,
I want to say great job on your Smash coverage. Oh,
thank you. But I will say especially good job to your you put out your video and written review of Octopath Traveler. I was going to say Bravely Default. It's not that yet. It's
Bravely Default 3.
It might as well be Octopath Traveler.
Do
you want to talk about that a little bit?
Hey, I don't want to talk about the review. I just want to talk about the process of making a review for a 80-hour game.
Sure.
Well, it's a 50-hour game, but because I'm reviewing it, I'm also like taking notes and getting video footage, and to be able to delete those like 40 gigs of video footage off of my hard drive was wonderful. Absolutely delightful. Would be happy to do it again.
Yeah.
That's all. That's my only comment on it, is just now that I get to do like the aftercare of putting out a review. That was my first time ever reviewing a huge game like that.
Yeah.
I've done Let's Plays of games that long and longer even, but yeah, working on that in such a short time frame was like cool. It was nice. It was like, oh, this is how reviewers can consume games in this like weird space where it's like I have to make a full cohesive overview of this video game that I've spent 100 hours with. How? I don't know, but I've got 9 minutes and I gotta fill it.
Hey, you did a wonderful job, though, I will say. So congratulations on that. You did wonderful. We also had a fun stream a couple nights ago.
Stream! Oh my god!
If you weren't there, the archive is on our YouTube page. Just look up Video Game Choo Choo on YouTube. And we played.
I have highlights.
Yeah, we played Rats Instagib, and it was great. Just go watch that whole stream. It was all good. Please, just go watch it.
I've got a secret video full of just highlights of it that I will be using later for things.
Ooh, okay. I am excited to hear that. Let's see.
Janie's like level that she built and Scott's hosting of the stream was awesome.
It's fucked up. So, anything else you want to talk about? Because I'm sorry, I talked a lot.
Hey, I've got plenty more. There's some anti-Nintendo news We've been talking
yeah.
about Nintendo as if there's some kind of like golden god. It's like, no, we've been talking about Sakurai. We've been talking about this development team like they're curating the gamer heaven.
Yeah.
In this video game that is Smash Brothers. But Nintendo as a company pulled some shit 2 days ago. They've finally shut down Emu Paradise, as well as Love ROM and Love Retro, websites that provide downloadable ROMs of video games, of tons of video games. And Nintendo is one of the probably most downloaded offerings that these ROM sites will let you use. But it's not like you're not downloading the games, you're downloading data that has been ripped from the games and formatted into a way that can be played on emulators. Mm-hmm. It's such a weird gray area that's existed for so long, and it's kind of fucked that they're pulling these moves. Nintendo's the only company that's really pushing hard against this too.
Yeah, so I guess to kind of explain both sides of the equation here.
Yep.
On Nintendo's side, they see stuff like this as, people aren't going to want to buy our classic games if we do like a virtual console or something like that.
Right.
Or, if we want to have a way to legally sell these games, and people aren't going to want to, they have the NES Classic, they have virtual console, they have all these different ways of playing these games. That being said, you have to realize that Nintendo didn't make all of these games. Not just because, other consoles were on there, like there were PlayStation games, there were Sega games on there as well. Nintendo also didn't make every game on the NES. Like, they might have helped get those games out there, but it's not like Nintendo actually made Mega Man. It's not like Nintendo actually made Castlevania. So, a lot of these things, Nintendo didn't have anything to do with, and they don't really have the say. Also, there's a lot of stuff on there that nobody is going to bring back. Like, if Konami, say tomorrow, put out something that actually has happened, Capcom put out that Mega Man Legacy Collection.
Yep.
The fact that the Legacy Collection, there is a legitimate argument where, the fact that Mega Man games are for free on emulators, that could cut into the Legacy Collection sales. The way that you get around that is by either, having some reason to go out and buy it, or, just providing a better service, a better version of that. Like, people are going to want to buy the Legacy Collection because there's extra artwork. It's in a better collection. It's on the Switch, so it's portable. Like, you have to present something that's better than just getting it for free.
There's something about all of this that is not Nintendo protecting its own IP as much as Nintendo wants to make sure ROMs are not accessible. Like, it's much more targeted. It's much more like sweeping than them being like, hey, please stop downloading Pokemon Crystal onto your computers.
Yeah. And also, like, this is not advocating for piracy of like new stuff. If someone is actively making money off of something like this, then that is more than morally gray. You are hurting a business, and look, we're all going. This is. We should all seize the means of production, and we should all not care about the general healthiness of a corporation, but for the well-being of the workers working at a game studio, you should not be stealing their games. You should be supporting the people who are making these games. However, there's no way for a normal human being to buy some of these games. Like, I've seen a lot of people posting like, oh hey, say for example Snatcher. I just saw a tweet that was like, hey, if you want to play Snatcher today, you either have to learn Japanese or buy a Western version that's like $500. There's Nintendo stuff, like Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, that game is like $400. That's a GameCube game that's $400 because it's super rare. Or you could just download it, because it's not like Nintendo put in the effort to reprint it. It's not like you can actually buy that game legally for something that's not an exorbitant amount of money. And that $400, Nintendo's not even seeing it. It's not like Nintendo would make money off of you buying that game. So you're not stealing from anybody except for some guy who bought that game ages ago. Nintendo already got their money. So
right. If it's out of print, then pirating it has no ethical consequences to the creators of this game anyway.
Exactly. And so there's... And then there's also the argument of game preservation. There's a lot of games that, are out of print that would not exist without it getting ripped. There's people in the game, like Frank Cifaldi from the Game History Foundation. He like a lot of stuff that he works with is through emulation. Like I mentioned, the Mega Man Legacy Collection, that game would not exist without emulation of Mega Man games. Because that game is based on emulation of Mega Man games.
Yep.
It runs on an emulator, and it's an official emulator, but without that work, that game would not exist. There would not be a collection of those games available to the public. And there's tons of games that we would have never known about, or would have been lost to time. Bioforce Ape, people thought that was a joke for ages, but then an actual ROM comes out, and it's like, oh shit, this stupid joke that people were making for years, it's a real NES game. Like, nobody...
It existed!
Like, and you laugh, it's this doofy thing that nobody really wants to play, but like, people still worked on that, and their work should be remembered.
Okay, yeah. The thing that really gets me miffed about it is that Emu Paradise is a site specifically that has spent over a decade, I think 18 years, curating that they are a safe place to download ROMs. Yeah. And having very good reputation as being a place where if you download from us, we're not going to ask for money. We're not going to do any skeevy things. We're not going to add extra files to your file that says hey, make sure you support Emu Paradise.
No Bitcoin mining, none of that.
They're legit. They've been legit. And so to see this happen means that now there's going to be a vacuum where more sites are going to pop up where you download ROMs. We're going to see a lot more sites popping up.
And it's just going to get skeevy.
Oh, yeah. It's going to get real bad. Sorry to all my middle schoolers who will now not be able to download from Emu Paradise. They're going to be going somewhere else. The thing that also gets me going about this is that if you look at it from Nintendo's point of view, they did not have to make to make a decision to say, hey, we're going to go for lawful action against websites, means that they have chosen to not do other alternatives. They have not decided to compete with Emu Paradise.
Yeah.
How do other companies... why is Nintendo the only company that's doing this? Is because Nintendo is the only company who has not actively decided to port their games to PC. Sega is not going to go out of their way to fight Emu Paradise because there's no reason to, because they already port the games that they find really important and would sell onto PC. Those are already accessible. I can go download a collection of Sonic games right now on PC, and I don't need to emulate those games. Yeah. Nintendo games, though, I can't play on a PC without an emulator and without a ROM. And that's a big deal because I would have to go onto proprietary Nintendo hardware to play their games, and that's the way Nintendo wants to keep it.
And, I mean, hell, Nintendo right now, on their brand new console, you can't even get those old games. Nope. At all.
Yep. If I were to go buy something on the Switch, it always comes with the fact that it might not be available in a decade. Because that's what happened with the Wii.
Or, I mean, I'm not there's the question of, you're not even going to be able to buy old games anymore. It's also, Nintendo's not even giving you the option to buy anything, almost, right now on the Switch.
If my Wii stops working, I will no longer have access to the Wii games that I've downloaded onto there.
Yeah.
Because their store's gone.
And, like, something that a lot of people are bringing up, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, that game is just gone. It's an amazing game, and it's gone. Because they lost the license. The only people that can play that are people that have it downloaded on their Xboxes and PS3s. PT, gone. And I mean, you know, that's like, I don't even know if that's something that can be really emulated. But one day it can be. But there's still a chance that, hey, there's the chance that every single person who has PT saved on their PS4 could get it wiped. And that's just gone.
Yep.
Like, it's
so it feels very selfish, and it feels very frustrating to have to see this happening, and the consequences of this are wide-reaching and just generally make everything worse.
Mm-hmm.
And they know these sites, LoveROM, Emu Paradise, any of them, they can't do a legal battle. They're banking on that.
Mm-hmm. It's
Scummy.
sad. It's sad. Like I said, you know, like it's like I'm not going to condone people buying like stealing brand new games, but like you're legit not hurting anyone by downloading a fucking copy of Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories for Game Boy Color. You know, you're not hurting anybody.
I'd go outside and yell at Nintendo of America, but they're legit. They're cool. It's not them that's pulling these hijinks.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think I could yell loud enough to reach Nintendo of Japan.
I mean, yeah, like it's a very Japanese thing because they've been going after. I just watched a video by Super Bunny Hop about video game bars in Japan and how Nintendo is cracking down on that because they don't want their games to be played in bars.
That's like, so weird.
It's crazy, and the way that people are getting around that loophole is they're like one of the guys that I saw in the video got a loophole by basically instead of branding himself as a bar, he's branding himself as a used game store that sells drinks, and that's how he's getting around it.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
all my game stores around here also sell alcohol, so
yeah. So there you go.
Likewise, all the bars around here also have Super Nintendos in them.
Well, exactly. Then there you go. Yeah, then it's just like in Japan.
Holy shit!
But
yeah, I don't know I don't know why I would go to a bar if I couldn't play like fucking Punch Out with friends.
Yeah, it's a shame. It does very much seem like Nintendo of Japan having too much of a control over this stuff, even though again they're not seeing any money from it. It's just them being worried about their brand.
And I think at the end of the day, they crunch the numbers. They look at how the economics work, and they see it's cheaper to make legal action than to port games onto the PC as part of their brand and their code.
Yeah. Of
course, and because, porting things to PC is no, like, small deal. That would be a huge deal for a Nintendo game to be on personal computers.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've decided when the two lines overlap, the intersection is why poor people should starve.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I hope something changes. I hope more games are able to be backed up and saved from obscurity.
I mean, it's not like the Emu Paradise people can't pack up and move all their stuff to somewhere else. It's because the industry of ROMs and hacking is such a like nomadic thing already that. Mm-hmm. There are also some silver linings to this. There could be movement in a way that creates a more stable ROM environment. Yeah,
hey, Emu Paradise, I'm sure you could probably get like a fucking domain in Sweden or something and you'll probably be fine.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So, there's other things though. There's better news.
Yeah, what else? What's going on?
Last week we were doing our Video Game Choo Choo podcast, and EVO was happening in the middle of it. We were like smack dab in the middle of EVO. Did you find anything interesting about how EVO ended? Because I can't believe that was a week ago. It feels like a lifetime ago. Because the before EVO and after EVO feeling is like, there's a huge gap in there.
EVO was a very fun watch, especially the last day. You know, I don't want to get into the Smash 4 stuff. I'm just gonna ignore that.
Yep.
Melee was boring.
You don't want to get into Smash 4 stuff? Oh, those boys were so cute. They were adorable.
Sure. I will say I am glad. I am actually really happy about Leffen winning, specifically because after he won, he tweeted about how. I mean, I'm glad about him. I'm not glad about how EVO handled this, because they had a big prize pot, and they gave most of it to number one. Like the 5th and 7th place people only got like a couple $100s. And Leffen, which I always thought Leffen was, he was always presented as a heel. He was always presented as a jerk. But as soon as he won on Twitter and said, hey, yeah, most of my prize money is going to taxes, and another big chunk of my prize money is going to the people that were 5th and 7th place because they barely got any money. So wow,
that's really cool.
Yeah, good for him. Good for that. That's really neat of him to do. That's super cool of him. So yeah, kudos to Leffen. I'm sorry that all this time I just thought you were a jerk. That's very, very cool of you. If you ever hear this, good job, Leffen. But Tekken was a lot of fun to watch. Did you see any Tekken?
I didn't. I missed Tekken.
It was very fun
because it was earlier in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounded really cool.
We'll hit the reveals after this, so don't worry. We'll talk about stuff. Yeah, Tekken was a lot of fun to watch. I will. Okay, so I'll say Street Fighter V, also very fun. That was the ending. Very, very fun to watch. Very good.
Main event, great. Really late in the middle of the night.
It was late, but it was worth watching. It was worth staying up. But the most hyped part was Dragon Ball FighterZ. Congratulations
during prime time.
Yeah, congratulations, big ups to Sonic Fox. Holy shit. That was amazing. And Sonic Fox was so good at that game. I'm
scary
super
good.
Yeah.
People watched that and they were like, all right, undoubtedly he's the best fighting game player out here. In this room of gods and titans and deities, this is the room where all of the greatest fighting game players of all games are at. And he came out looking like he was above all of them.
Yeah.
And it was his day. And the best part about it is that the Goichi rivalry between the Sonic Fox Goichi matchup will never end. And we get to see more of it.
Yeah, I never want it to end. It was super good.
Goichi has had his days before where he's won. Sonic Fox on the main stage, we saw him just take it all. Next year, it could be Goichi's year. And this was the first time Dragon Ball FighterZ was on EVO stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
It only came out a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's right. And so, it was amazing. Everyone got to see what all the excitement was in Dragon Ball FighterZ, and they were like, wow, this looks like the anime. It's like, yes, thank you!
Mm-hmm.
We did it. Any other news? That was as excited as I ever have been watching fighting games.
Yeah, so I mean that was pretty much all that was worth talking about, I guess, on the stage for the actual games. But there were some reveals from EVO that we could talk about real quick. They did a trailer for Dragon Ball FighterZ. They showed base Goku and base Vegeta, which is really neat because from what I have seen, base Vegeta might actually be the best Vegeta in that game. A lot of people on Twitter are freaking out about how good he is, and that's super cool that maybe old school Saiyan arc Vegeta might be better in that game than Super Saiyan God Vegeta. They showed Tekken Season 2, which is really exciting. They showed they were going to add, I think, 5 more characters and update all the other old characters. 2 of the characters are classic Tekken characters. There's Anna Williams, who's Nina Williams' sister. She's in like a black dress and she looks very cool, and she has a rocket launcher.
And she brings a rocket launcher?
She brings a rocket launcher. There's Lei Wulong, who is like this kind of... I mean, he's like a stance character. He kind of reminds me of like a Jackie Chan in Police Story kind of character. He's pretty goofy, but he's very talented in the martial arts. And the last character they showed was maybe the dumbest fucking thing I have ever seen in my entire life. Like,
I mean, we've got a ways to go. This is Tekken. Like, one of the dudes has a tiger head, and that's like the main character.
It's Negan from The Walking Dead. And they didn't show him. They just showed his like silhouette and him going like, "Oh, little pig, I'm gonna hit you with my bat, motherfucker!" And it was like, okay, that sucks. I am pretty staunchly. I think the Walking Dead TV show is really stupid. I am not but at the same time, it's so stupid that I'm kind of here for it. Like, it's so dumb that I actually kind of end up loving it.
Of all of the things, this is like not a video game character. This is not someone even close to Tekken. This is an American man portrayed by Jeffrey Dean Morgan in a leather jacket. Like, what? That's so weird.
It's incredibly bizarre.
I mean, it would only be weirder if it was like Abraham Lincoln is now in Tekken.
Well, he's not in Tekken, but he is kind of in Street Fighter.
Abraham Lincoln is kind of in Street Fighter?
He's in... So they introduced 2 characters for Street Fighter V. We already kind of knew about them. They added Sagat, so he's cool. Back. He's pretty cool. He's got a tiger in his intro now, and he's Sagat. That's
the necessary addition to his lore, the Sagat lore.
Yes.
Wear an eye patch, I got a tiger now, too.
Yes, and they also added... I legitimately think my favorite Street Fighter character of all time, G, who is... Well, he says that he's the president of the Earth. But in his story mode, he's a YouTuber. He just goes around and talks about how everyone on Earth needs to stay together and use the power of the Earth for each other's power. But he actually has powers that he can absorb from the Earth to power himself up. And he's also basically Abe Lincoln or Uncle Sam.
Wait, so he's a YouTuber whose title is the president of the Earth.
Yeah, but
that's his like gimmick. That's like how in my Let's Play series, I'm the Prince of Play.
Yeah, so you're the Prince of Play, he's the president of the Earth.
Oh my god.
And he loves to fight.
This is so cool. This is really redeeming.
I watched his story mode, and in his story mode, the first thing it shows him with like 100 views on one of his videos. And then Rashid goes...
Oh, so he's not even like an established YouTuber. He's not like some like, hey, G here, your boy.
No. It starts off with him with like 100 views, and then Rashid goes, "Oh, I'm gonna fight him, because I want him to have more views." So Rashid fights him, and G whoops his ass. So then he gets more views. And then Minot goes, "Oh, I don't know if he's good or bad. He's weird. I want to figure out if he's a good guy or a bad guy. I'm gonna go fight him." She goes to fight him, and she can't figure him out because he kicks her ass really quick. And then at the end of the story mode, he has like 20,000 views on his video.
Aww.
So he's way more popular now.
But he's not a good guy or a bad guy. He just is like the guy that just wants to fight people.
He just loves to fight.
Do dumb stuff on the internet.
Yeah, he's just a weirdo YouTuber who's just having a good time. So he has some pretty great abilities. He has like a projectile move and a blocking move that absorbs projectiles. And his V triggers are called Maximum President, which makes him more powerful, and Dangerous President, which gives him a new special move.
That's awesome.
And his super move is just him. It's him looking in the camera, doing the Uncle Sam point, and then it turns back around, and then he uses his finger to fire a beam up at you.
What?
Yeah, he just goes. He just goes light him up, and then just like straight up to you. It's so good.
Oh, wow.
He's my favorite Street Fighter character now.
He kills you by Uncle Sam pointing at you.
Yes, he does. Like, he has all kinds of, like, super goofy president things. Like, when he starts to do his walk forward, he does, like a little, like, wave. Like someone would, like, the president would do as he's, like, walking.
He does a presidential wave.
He does a presidential wave. Sometimes when he does his projectile, he just goes, "It's Super Tuesday!" It's so good. I love him. And not just that, he might be Q from Street Fighter 3, because there's a video that shows his moves compared to Q's moves, and he does most of Q's moves. God,
that's incredible.
And one of his costumes is actually just Q's costume, so he's probably just Q. My theory is that the Illuminati like kidnaps him because he's very popular and he's an idiot, so they could probably like mind control him very easily, and then he gets turned into Q, and that's what I'm guessing happens.
Okay, well in that case, will art imitate life? Do you think that the LA Beast will ever be abducted by the Illuminati?
Who's to say he hasn't already?
What do you think he would do? Where would LA Beast go if he was a broken shell of a person? Like Q.
I think he... I think he's already kind of on the way for that one.
Is he on his way? Has the Illuminati already got to him?
Maybe. I mean, he's been doing some other wild shit lately, so who knows? Who knows how far gone LA Beast is?
The dark side of Gonzo Geek performing. Okay, you know what? I think you've sold me. I think I love G.
I love G. I love him a lot. He's super good. There's a couple more reveals that I'll just go over real quick. They showed off some more characters from Soul Calibur 6 that are Astaroth, who is the big ass axe golem guy.
Hell yeah!
And the Korean spear user Seongmi Na was also confirmed.
All my Soul Calibur 2 friends. This is awesome.
Yeah. I forgot to mention back when we were talking about Dragon Ball FighterZ. They also announced Cooler for Dragon Ball FighterZ. He's big and buff. He's Frieza's brother, if you don't remember him.
Frieza's big brother from the movie?
Yeah, Frieza's big brother from the movie. And he looks pretty neat. He's
Mom
super
says
violent.
It's my turn to play the Xbox.
Yeah, it is. I think it is time. And I'm surprised they didn't also confirm Android 17 because he was a part of that leak. And, why not at this point? Because we all know.
There must be something still cooking in there. They're working on it.
Maybe. But, yeah, Cooler does look really cool. No pun intended. And then the last thing they revealed was they showed off some Fighting EX Layer characters. I apologize for not really knowing too much about Fighting EX Layer. So you're going to have to forgive me for only mentioning that the character that I recognized was that Terry Bogard is going to be included in Fighting EX Layer.
Hey! So, Terry everywhere.
It's going to be Guy Terry, unfortunately. So everyone who's...
For now.
Yeah, we don't know how things will shake out. Maybe there will be a patch or something where they're like, oh, well, everyone likes Girl Terry, so Girl Terry becomes the official version of Terry Bogard, which I don't think anyone will be too upset about that. But yeah, for now it's Guy Terry. It's classic Terry Bogard. But he will be in Fighting EX Layer. I'm trying to think everything that
Terry in
is
every fighting game, Shovel Knight in every fighting game, just Yoshimitsu in every fighting game. Like, can we get like a fighting game that's just the usual suspects of fighting games?
God, yeah, just like the crossover characters. It would be Akuma, Terry, Heihachi, Yoshimitsu, Shovel Knight, and yeah, I mean that's basically it so far. But we'll find out. We'll find out some more. We'll figure it out. It's good. It's very good. All right. One last bit of news that I'll talk about.
Uh-oh. Yeah. What's our last news of the week?
So QuakeCon is happening basically as we speak. And
that's cool. I know there's always been a convention for Quake, but I didn't know that like there's more Quake happening to have a convention over.
So QuakeCon is basically just like the Bethesda and id and all that stuff convention. It's not just Quake, it's stuff like Doom.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah. I mean, they did announce a Quake thing. Quake Champions is free to play from now on. It's just free to play now. So
that makes perfect sense. And
there you go.
Seems like something they've been flirting with for a long time, because I picked it up when it was free during E3 weekend or whatever it was.
Yeah, so now it's just going to be free forever. So there you go. You can play that. But the big thing that they showed off was they showed off Doom Eternal gameplay.
Oh, I liked Doom.
Boy, that game. I think former Video Game Choo Choo alumni and famous Tumblr blogger Steven said it best on Twitter when he said, "It makes Doom 2016 look like dog shit."
Oh, man.
You have a grappling hook in Doom Eternal.
It was all he was missing.
You have a grappling hook. You have a dodge. Like you can like burst forward or backward and stuff like that.
All he needs now is a hover pack, and he can do whatever the fuck he wants with platforms.
God, I hope Doom Guy gets a hover pack. That would be very good.
Because I never felt like Doom Guy ever had problems accessing areas. Like, by the time when you play through Doom 2016, like, you get a jump, and you're like, this jump's really good. And you can climb up to higher ledges, and you're like, that's really good. And then you get the double jump, and then you get the, like, double jump, but you can, like, move while you're in midair, and it's like, okay, like, I can fucking go wherever I want now.
Listen, I don't think this is for traversal. I think this is for, I need to get the fuck over there because I need to kill that demon that's over there. That is what this is for. I need to kill
you mean
that.
Extended grapples.
It is like he throws that grappling hook out, it grabs onto demons, it pulls him towards that demon, and he can shoot that motherfucker with a shotgun. Because it is attached to his shotgun. That is what the grappling hook is attached to.
Oh shit!
Doom Guy has a big ass knife attached to his left hand now too. Big knife, and he also has.
That was something he needed. Yeah, he was missing that.
Yeah, he also has another gun strapped to his shoulder that can be a missile launcher or a flamethrower.
Fuck. Okay, that actually is really cool because one of the weakest parts with Doom 2016 was the like secondary weapon ability thing, where it was like you could throw it like a grenade or something. But all of your other weapons were always so immensely powerful that you never really needed that secondary weapon use, and it was on a weird cooldown. That's awesome.
It's very good. It's very, very good.
Ooh. Why did I think Doom Guy needed help moving around? No, he needed help bringing more things to kill closer to him.
It's very good.
He needed extra accessible ways to become a cyclone of death.
So they talked about some other things that are involved with Doom Eternal. One thing they brought up was that there will be a PvP mode, but it won't be outsourced like it was for Doom 2016. It will be built in-house.
Oh, cool. Okay.
They also said that there will be a new version of PvP with invasions, where you can hop into someone else's single-player mode as a demon and try to fight them as a demon.
That's awesome. Okay. No, that's really good. That makes sense, and that that like follows the like Dark Souls-esque line, but in a way that makes a lot of sense for Doom.
It's very good. It's very good.
Because Doom's always, when their multiplayer stuff, they've always wanted to be able to have that asymmetrical multiplayer feeling that, what's that? There's like a MOBA game that does it where like one person's a giant monster and 5 people are like trying to fight them.
There were a couple of those, but I don't know if any of them. I don't know if any of them exist anymore. There was that Fable one that got shut down.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that idea, they've been trying to implement that into Doom forever.
Yeah.
So anytime they make another stab at it, it's like, ooh, is this gonna be the one?
Mm-hmm. And they also said that there will be single player DLC. So it'll keep going after the initial single player mode.
Oh, that's great. That was actually something I didn't realize I was missing from Doom 2016. It was a reason to go back into it.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
So they also said that there's going to be more story in this game.
Cool.
Which is pretty funny.
People liked the story for Doom.
Yeah.
It was simple, accessible, and had some nice twists and turns in it that were fun.
Yeah, and Doom Guy is the like environmentalist hero that we all need.
Yeah.
This seems like it'll be hell on Earth, so Doom Guy is going to be especially pissed because they screwed up the Earth.
Yep.
There is this amazing scene that they showed in the trailer where Doom Guy like walks into a I think it's like the UAC. He walks into a UAC like office area basically, and it's just him walking in a straight line down the hallway. And all of these people just, like, see him and just start cowering or, like, move out of the way, like, give him space. And there's a locked door, and Doom Guy just walks up to a guy with a key card around his neck, grabs the key card, drags him over to the lock, presses the key card against it, and just walks through the door. It's so good.
Doom Guy has no chill for these corporations.
Yeah, like he is fucking livid with these people. Like he's not gonna just go around like murdering all the like civilians or whatever.
He treats them with vaguely more respect than he would demons from hell.
He's gonna kill all the demons. He's gonna kill that CEO. He's gonna kill that CEO robot guy.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But he knows that's what he's got to do. Like he's not putting all the blame on the peons. Like again, seize the means of production, Doom Guy. Fuck them up. Set our people free. So Doom Eternal is going to be coming to PS4, PC, Xbox One, and surprisingly, on day one, Switch.
Wow.
I don't know. I legitimately
you go,
don't
Doom
know.
Guy. You run this place.
I think Panic Button is going to do that again, but that's just especially surprising because, like, they couldn't get Wolfenstein on day one. They couldn't get Doom 2016. I mean, well, Doom 2016 came out before the Switch, but I guess they're going to do Doom Eternal on Switch day one. So that's really surprising and good for them. Yeah, I'm super excited for I'm super excited for Doom Eternal. That game looks fucking amazing.
And we get the music. That's the thing I'm here for.
Yes.
Another soundtrack for Doom.
Yes. All right. Are we ready to move on to questions? I will just say, I know we didn't like talk about what we've been playing this entire episode.
We didn't have time. News has been so thick.
There was so much news, and also I haven't really been playing anything. Have you been playing anything that you really want to talk about besides Octopath, I guess?
God, I played DDR this morning. That was fun.
Hell yeah.
Getting back in shape.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
It's that routine. PS2's workout mode still works great. And makes it so that you couldn't go through the menus faster than quick play mode.
Nice.
What have I been playing? I've been playing Sea of Thieves a bunch, because Cursed Sails is still wacky and wild, and every time you jump into it, there's like a new crew of people that's like going to be super, super friendly with you until they stab you in the back. And it like, that interaction keeps happening, and it's still fun and funny and horrifying. And next week, if I'm back, the next time that I'm on the podcast, I will be a pirate legend.
Hell yeah.
I'll have reached max level.
That's what I like to hear.
Yep. That's it.
All right. Mm-hmm. So let's move on to questions. If you want to send in a question, go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask or podcast@videogamechoochoo.com, and you will sound like these fine folks. An anonymous Tumblr user asked, who do you think can fit the most tennis balls in their mouth out of the entire Smash roster? Kirby is banned.
Kirby is banned. Ooh.
I'm gonna make an executive decision and also say that DDD is also banned.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can't use the Kirby characters. That's a given.
I'm going to say Donkey Kong.
I was gonna say King K. Rool could fit a lot of tennis balls in his mouth, but Villager, I think if it was a tennis ball eating contest that the Villager was like, I'm gonna win this, I think he would actually cheat. I think that rat bastard would cheat. He would turn them into leaves.
We're not talking about cheating. We're talking about...
I'm saying he would be like, yeah, I've got all these in my mouth, and they're like in his little pocket thing, his pocket dimension of like items and shit. And then when you're like, show me, he'll just like show all these balls, and you'll be like, damn, he got me. No, I think he would try to cheat to win it.
Look, we're talking about fair and square here.
Oh yeah, fair and square. I think King K. Rool, Donkey Kong. I think there's like, I'm trying to think, like, I think a good Bowser, 25% of the cast could not actually fit a tennis ball in their mouth because their mouth is too small.
Yeah, I mean, should we just narrow this down to like the human characters, I guess?
I mean, Olimar is not taking a nice snack on a tennis ball anytime soon. He's a very small kid. Yeah, he's like a quarter of the size of a tennis ball, so he could not do that. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I feel like Shulk. Shulk seems like the kind of motherfucker that would just do that for fun. You freaky motherfucker,
yeah.
Shulk. What, guys? What's going on?
If we're talking about
a Monado just for eating things.
If we're talking about cheating, I bet Palutena would use her goddess powers to just make all the tennis balls really small and have like 500 of them in her mouth, and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, I have them in my mouth. You know, I win.
I win."
You're like, God, you piece of shit. But yeah, I would say Shulk if we're just talking human players. Okay, this is a good question. Another anonymous Tumblr user. Can mainstream shooters learn anything from Rat's Instagib? I think they can learn by being stupid as shit and super simple and having an Instagib mode.
Yeah, I was playing Sea of Thieves and I got shot from somewhere and I didn't know where it was because when you die in that game, you make like a fall animation. It's very emotional. It's dramatic and cartoony. But in Rat's Instagib, when you get shot, you know exactly where it came from, and you know, because your body, like the camera zooms away from your body and you start floating through the air, you know exactly where that fucker is, and the moment you respawn, you're gonna fuck his day up. Mm-hmm. It's really actually interesting how concise the Rat's Instagib core gameplay loop is, like, so well put together. Mm-hmm. They're like, we want this specific interaction of a single shot leading to a single death to be as, like, clearly communicated as possible. Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, Rat's Instagib is a very good case study if you are studying shooters. As just like the smallest possible interaction in the most evocative way. Mm-hmm. I was impressed.
Yeah, no, it's a legitimately great game. Let's see here. We got another anonymous Tumblr user who asks, why is King K. Rool so thick, and why is his stomach made of gold? He's thick because that's how he is. He loves to hang out. He loves doing what he does. He's
his stomach's made of gold because he knows what's important.
He's a man of excess, you know? Mm-hmm. And, you know, like, obviously they're trying to paint him as this villain, as someone who's trying to take all of Donkey Kong's bananas, probably eat all of them. you know,
what is he going to do with all those bananas? He doesn't like crocodiles and alligators don't eat bananas.
You know, I don't think he's going to eat them. I think
he won't. You're right.
He's doing it to start shit. That's got to be what it is. He just loves starting shit with Donkey Kong.
He knows these monkeys want their bananas, and the monkeys are like, why? I need these for sustenance. I eat these. These are my food. And you don't need them. You cruel bastard. You don't eat them. You just sit on them and let them rot.
I guess so.
Yeah. That's why he's a fucking insufferable villain. But he knows he's 24 karat villain. He knows it. He's going to show everyone that he is gold.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think he wants to steal it just to start trouble.
He's a man of excess. They're just the worst.
Absolutely.
He's not all calculated and plotting like a Ganondorf would be, or like DDD always scheming. No, he's just here for the excess and the glory.
Mm-hmm.
He's vanity incarnate.
Yes, absolutely. All right, let's see here. We have another question here. This one's from Shoeless.
Hey, Shoeless!
Which video game characters would get absolutely fucked up at a Cracker Barrel? Now, I don't think this is asking about, like, getting drunk. I think this is asking who's going to go to the Cracker Barrel and, you know, play with that Pog game, the one, or the little, like, the one with all the golf pins, or whatever it's called, where you jump all the pins. They're going to eat, like, 2 country fried steaks. And they're going to sit out on the porch on the rocking chair for like 3 hours because they are just so full and they fall asleep. That's what we're talking about here. Which video game characters would just have a relaxing yet fucked up time at the Cracker Barrel?
Can you explain what a Cracker Barrel is?
You ever been to a Cracker Barrel?
I'm looking on Google Maps and there's not one in my state.
Okay, so Cracker Barrel, it is a country... Okay, it looks
like it's a breakfast place.
It's kind of a breakfast place. It is extremely a white person place. It is like a southern like kind of thing where it's just like, oh, you come here. I don't know if I'd call it like plantation-esque, but it kind of is like that, where there's just like a bunch of rocking chairs in the front, and you sit there and play chess. And when you walk in, there's actually like a gift shop, and you could buy like a bunch of like rustic kind of like little like 20s era board game stuff. And then you go in there.
It feels very farm-like, very rustic.
It's very country. You know, like you get country fried steak there, and like grits and biscuits and gravy, that kind of shit. It's that kind of place.
Okay, this is the kind of place that Bowser Jr. like demands to go.
See, I don't know if Bowser Jr. would want to go to that, because I feel like it's a little too like Bowser Jr.
Bowser doesn't want to be seen there. Bowser hates it that Bowser Jr. only wants to go to the Cracker Barrel.
Now Bowser Jr. just wants to go somewhere with chicken tenders. I don't know if Bowser Jr. wants to go to the Cracker Barrel. Again, I know we just talked about him, but I think King K. Rool would go to town at the Cracker Barrel.
I think I'm misreading this as like I'm thinking of Golden Corral.
Yeah, no, it's not a buffet.
King K. Rool and Bowser Jr. both really want to go to the Golden Corral.
No, I think K. Rool would also want to go to the Golden Corral, but I think K. Rool would.
These are men of excess.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cracker Barrel is an excess kind of place though, because you go there, you get this gigantic country fried steak, you get biscuits and gravy. He's gonna get like pancakes, and then he's gonna walk out of there with like one of those like an Etch-a-Sketch or something like that. 'Cause that's the kind of stuff they sell at Cracker Barrel. They have like 50s era like as seen on TV shit. That's what you buy at the Cracker Barrel.
Oh man, I've now also like going along the lines of our last question with like thinking about Palutena going to these places and like dragging Rosalina along with her, and Rosalina's just like rolling her eyes at all of this.
I think Daisy would love the Cracker Barrel.
Daisy, aww.
I think Daisy, and this is not me, okay, because, like, I think she would love it for different reasons, you know? Like, I think K. Rool is like, oh man, I'm just gonna go to town. I think Daisy would, like, bring all her friends to the Cracker Barrel and just be like, hey, eat as many pancakes as you want. I think that's the kind of experience that Daisy would have at the Cracker Barrel.
We're going out for Girls' Day.
Exactly.
We're gonna go to the movies after this, but she's like really insistent, like, hey everyone, let's go to the Cracker Barrel.
Exactly. She wants everyone to have a good time.
Steak.
She wants everyone to have a good time.
Okay. And they're like super skeptical, and like Peach and Rosalina are like, oh, here she goes again on her country stuff. This isn't gonna look cool to everyone else, and then everyone actually has like a great time. Yeah,
she knows what she's doing.
Aww.
So I'd say Daisy would love that. Let's maybe travel outside of Smash Bros. Can you think of any non-Smash Bros. Characters that would have a great time at the Cracker Barrel?
Now I'm just thinking of Doom Guy fucking up a Cracker Barrel.
And you know what? Again, we're talking a lot about characters that we were talking about. I think the number one with a bullet answer to this question is G. Like, it's super Americana.
You're right.
That, like, G would love that place. He would just be like, the people love country fried steak. The people love pancakes. And we, the people, are coming to Cracker Barrel to have a great time and play chess out on the rocking chairs out in front.
Is he American or is he Japanese?
I think he's American, but he's here for everyone in the world. I don't think he's gonna be like, oh, this is just for Americans, you know? No, he's like, this is an American thing, but everyone can come and enjoy it. You know, like, I think he's a very Americana personality, but I also think he's a very welcoming person. I think like he is the American ideal. He is the America that we should be. Like
we wish we could be.
Yeah, like he is the actual melting pot. He is not the, oh, we need to police the world America that we are. It is the people of all kinds are welcome here, and we should melt together and experience all of the world in one place. That is the America that it should be, and that is what Cracker Barrel should be, and that is what G is. So G would love Cracker Barrel. That is my opinion.
Thank you, Shootless, for the question.
Yeah, that was a great question.
Thank you for teaching me about Cracker Barrel. I'm looking at the state of Florida now, and there's fucking Cracker Barrels everywhere.
Yeah, that's why I know Cracker Barrel, because there is a Cracker Barrel like a stone's throw away wherever you are in Florida.
There is Cracker Barrel. There's one Cracker Barrel in Oregon. There are three, and there is 2 in Idaho.
Yeah,
and so those must be novelties there.
Absolutely, but it is a staple of Florida,
and none in California. Wow, 1 in California.
Okay, we got another question from an anonymous user.
Thank you, anonymous. I love all your questions.
And I think this was kind of sent in as a joke, but I'm just gonna say it here. Can Sans be an assist trophy now that Shovel Knight is in? Yes, actually. I would not be surprised if Sans was in. Undertale was huge in Japan. What?
Hey, tell them your design thoughts. Tell them the Sans that you want to see in this game.
Like, Sans would be a great assist trophy. I think he could just like have the Gaster blasters and fire beams, or he could just throw you around. He could turn you blue and just throw you around. Like, Sans would be a great assist trophy, and I could actually see it happening.
Here's my Sans design. You know how there's the devil assist trophy that like pushes the screen around?
Yeah.
Instead of that, Sans basically makes it so that you can't die anymore and like closes the screen.
Yeah, and just
so that there's walls on every side
and then throws you around.
Yeah,
I could see that. That would be pretty sick. I think the best part of that is the best part if that happened would be, you know for a fact that if Sakurai called up Toby Fox and said, "Hey, I want to put Sans as an assist trophy, Toby Fox would say, sure, but you have to put Megalovania in.
Yep.
And that would be badass. Like, you know, like, Sans and Undertale and Megalovania are a joke now. That song kicks so much ass, unironically, and if it was in Smash Bros., I would be so happy about that.
Yeah, that would be absolutely incredible.
And it would be especially funny because that means that technically something from Homestuck is in Smash Bros. That would be very funny. But yeah, like Shovel Knight being in there absolutely opens the door for more indie reps. And again, like I said, Undertale was huge in Japan, so I would love to see Sans as an assist trophy. It would be cool. Like, Undertale deserves it. I still legitimately believe that Undertale is one of the best games ever made. Like, straight up. I really do. It's unfortunate that it became that kind of, like, meme thing because of how weird, like, Sans people became. But I think that game is amazing, wonderful. It is an essential game, I think. I think everyone should play that game.
Hey, yeah. No, it's a good game. Yeah, Earthbound, but good. Yeah, I like it.
Earthbound, but better. Earthbound's real good. Okay, we got a question from the Mighty Mighty Boss Stones, also a Chooch Chat regular. Get another Smash.
How you doing? How you doing, Boss Stones?
Another Smash Bros. Question here.
I mean, we're all on the same wavelength here. This isn't like a trick.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've all needed to get this off of our chests.
Which of the Smash newcomers has the most DILF/MILF energy, and which one browses our incels?
I'm so mad that we keep coming back to the same person, but King K. Rool needs to get the fuck off of the incel subreddit. He's gotta stop.
Yeah, he needs to stop. He's got to figure his shit out.
So Bayonetta has unbelievable amount of MILF energy, and it's really hard to compete with that.
I mean, yeah, we're talking about the newcomers here, I think, for Ultimate here.
Okay,
but,
okay.
I mean, yeah, Bayonetta, definitely MILF energy, like crazy. I would say Simon has DILF energy, a lot of it. He is definitely, he's an older guy, so he's definitely one of those, like, yeah, you know, like, I wanna get together with, like, a guy who's got kids, you know, he's like...
Yeah.
You know,
he's got a lot of,
and he's supportive too. He's definitely a supportive figure. So if you want someone who could take care of you, Simon Belmont's definitely that. But he's also super ripped and super hot.
Yeah, take care of you and take care of your demons.
Yeah, exactly. He'll help you out no matter what you need. Absolutely. I mean, I'm trying to think of, like, what the other newcomers' energies are, you know? Like, Ridley's just got that, like, monster energy, so if you just, you know, there's people out there that just, like, those, like, monsters, like, you know, you want to get
that monster going. Dom feeling, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, you know, that's
Ridley's
all
got
good.
Stuff going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Dark Samus, also kind of the same thing. You know, you know, she's kind of like more like a mindless entity, though. So,
would Dark Samus count as a goo girl?
Maybe.
Are we that close on the, like, plant life form thing?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know Dark Samus enough to kind of answer that. Maybe ask Ryan. But yeah, she's just kind of like a monster girl too. But, you know, you can see how that goes.
Yeah.
Richter? Richter's just a goober. I don't think I mean, you know, I'm sure people think he's hot, but I think he's more of like a dashing rogue kind of character, not really like a machismo or anything like that. He's, you know, he's got a fun personality, you know? He's definitely cute. He's cool.
He's a total hunk. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a hunk. And then Crom.
I don't know how we circled around this so slowly, but
I think he's the one that
damn.
He's probably the one that browses our incel. Yeah. Like him and K. Rool, definitely.
Hey, you know who browses who browses the incel forums that is really actually like probably the worst out of everyone in Smash?
Who?
Captain Olimar.
No, he's a family man. No.
He's got some baggage. He's got some stuff that he needs to work through.
No. He's a supportive father. Louis, I mean, he's not in Smash Bros, but Louis absolutely does. Louis a dick. Olimar is a wonderful man. I will not stand for that. Don't say that about Captain Olimar. He is a wonderful man. Like, play Pikmin 1 and 2 and, like, read his, like, little journal entries. He's always talking about how much he loves his wife, how much he loves his kids. He's doing what he's doing to get back to his family and support them. That is his number one priority. Olimar is a great guy. I will not hear that about Captain Olimar. He's a great dude. Louis a dick, though. Louis probably a moderator on our incels. Let's be fucking real.
I'm literally just thinking of like the aesthetic of this like extremely tiny little person that's like an inch tall using the internet,
like pushing on the scroll wheel, trying to like read shit.
And they're using this little tiny computer to just spew garbage all over Reddit.
He's a piece of shit. Fuck Louis. God.
That makes way more sense.
Yeah. All right. We got another anonymous question. And you know, we're talking about like kind of sexuality stuff here. So, you know, let's tackle this one.
Yeah. We're in that mode.
Yeah.
I never
thought of Doom Guy as being a paragon of sex before until I saw today's trailer QuakeCon, where he walked through the UAC base exuding the most atomic levels of big dick energy I've ever witnessed.
Ooh.
Are there characters you had no sexual attraction to initially until seeing them in a specific scene or situation? That's a good question. You know, and I mean, we're kind of hitting like episode 69 stuff here, but you know what? I'll let it slide. You know, we're here to talk about whatever. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know, make sure you bring this kind of energy to episode 69-4 whenever that happens in like another year and a half or whatever. Because I don't know. It's like every like 2 years that happens. But I don't know. I'll be honest. I have extremely vanilla tastes. So, you know, it's kind of hard for me to say, because usually I'm just
have you had that feeling for any Persona characters? Because that seems like a place where you'd find like, wow, this character jumps out at me in surprising ways.
I mean, you know, maybe Takemi, I would say, because I mean, you know, she has an attractive like design, but man, like as soon as she was just like, oh man, I'm just gonna mess around with you. I'm gonna give you all kinds of weird medications and shit, and like I know I'm not gonna hurt you, but
yeah,
we're just gonna do all kinds of wild shit. I was like, okay.
Because that's Persona's the series all about characters like you getting to know their internal desires, and there's a lot of hot interactions with that. Yeah,
like I'm not like, you know, we can talk about how it's probably not great that your player character is like a teenager and all that. But look, I'm inserting myself into that situation, and I am an of age man, so.
Yeah.
Give me some shit. Give me a little bit of leeway here, folks. Okay, it would be fine for me to do it, okay? Let's just leave it at that. But how about you?
I'm trying to think of big dick energy moments.
Cause yeah, that Doom Guy thing was fucking, yeah, like I could absolutely see that being like, oh, holy shit, that, because he was domineering in that scene. He, like, yeah, like him grabbing that dude's key card and just like the dude was in a wheelie chair, so he just like dragged the dude by the fucking lanyard over to the lock to open the door.
Oh my god.
It was very good. And then he walks through the door and he sees two guards standing there and they have shotguns, and Doom Guy just walks over to one of the guards and just grabs a shotgun out of the guy's hand. Like, yeah, that's mine now. You don't need this. The big boys are here. The big boy is here now. Fucking go sit down. I'm taking care of this. Very powerful. Very powerful. So, yeah, I get it.
I think one of mine would be, that's not even a video game necessarily, but when the Bowser art that was him wearing glasses was like, oh, this dude's so hot with the hair and all slicked back and stuff.
So not exactly, not exactly like a like domineering kind of, but more just like more maybe bringing Bowser down to a more believable level. You know, being like a more human. Like, hey, you know, he's just hanging out. He's cute
gentle
here.
Bowser.
Yeah,
you got the same like. It's not big dick energy. It's like whatever the inverse of that is, but like gentle vibes from Dad Bowser also.
Yeah,
like taking care of Bowser Jr. when in those scenes is like, oh, what a good dad.
It's respectable dad energy. It's like, yeah, I'm like he's here to support you, and he's here to support his kid. He's there to like, you know, there's that parental control thing where he's like, you know, I'm not gonna let my kid play Bayonetta until he's old enough to, you know, really understand what's going on and to respect Bayonetta. Like, and you know, I bet Bowser Jr. is going to grow up to be a great kid, and you know he meets Bayonetta and Smash Bros. I bet Bowser Jr. is like yes ma'am, no ma'am on the battlefield. Yeah. You know, he respects Bayonetta, and Bowser
Jr. respects women because he was parented well,
and Bowser respects most women except for I guess Princess Peach. But you know, look. Maybe I mean there's the theory that maybe it's just them doing some like role play scenario. So who knows? And I mean there's even the theory that they're all actors. So hell, like real Bowser is probably just friends with Peach, you know? They're all friends. They go hang out. They go do kart racing and play golf together, you know?
Yeah, it's a very consensual kidnapping.
They're fine. It's just a movie, you know? All right, got one last question. And again, if you want to send in a question, it's videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask or podcast@videogamechoochoo.com. This question is from Gazpacho Soup on Tumblr.
Hi, Gazpacho.
Who says, the new Doom game is coming in hot, but Doom Guy has grown rather lax in between games. It's all up to you to whip them back into shape for a big release. What's the training regimen, meal plan, and or life advice you would give our big, lovable murder machine?
Ooh.
So, we gotta get Doom Guy.
What's the killer diet?
I mean, demon hearts. Yeah, is he just eating like demons? I guess. I
think demon hearts are keto. I think you can. I think that lines up.
Yeah, I think he would just definitely be the kind of guy who just eats a bunch of chicken. You know,
yeah,
like
just eats
meats. Bunch of chicken.
Just put him on Adkins and let him rock.
Yeah, I think he would also. I think he's also the kind of person who would bake a lot of veggies. Like he would just bake a lot of asparagus and just like eat like whole like big bunches of asparagus. Like
I don't think he's doing much cooking. I think he just takes like a zucchini and just eats it raw with salt.
Look. There's fire everywhere. He probably just grabs a big bundle of asparagus, holds it over like a fucking flaming skull, and then just swallows it. That's probably what he's doing.
I'm just trying to think. I think he'd actually be like a raw foodie kind of guy.
Maybe.
Not because he's adverse to cooking, but just because he doesn't have to.
He doesn't have the time. What's
his workout regimen?
I mean, I think his workout regimen is just going out there and killing, you know? Like, I don't think he has to do anything else. He's got the tools. He's got the power.
He has I think he's got like an outdoor, like, Ninja Warrior set that he works on.
Yeah, I could see that.
And so he kind of does like pseudo CrossFit.
But, I will be honest, I don't think he needs that much warming up, because if you remember, at the beginning of Doom 2016... he got freed from like a sarcophagus. So he had to have been in there for a while, and he just got up and started killing immediately. So, you know, maybe
pretty get up and go kind of guy.
Yeah, he just needs to warm up. He probably, like, his workout regimen to get him back into the flow of things is to just kill some lesser enemies, so then he can work up to fighting the big guys, to fighting like the Mancubus and the spider demon and all that shit. He just needs a warm up.
Yeah, he just does some like light stretching and like jogs in place for a second and then just goes.
And then goes for it. As for life advice, I would just say 3 words. I mean, I don't need to say it. He would say 3 words to me. Because that's his life motto, is just rip and tear. That's all he needs.
He gets his steaks well done, gets a fork and knife, and just starts screaming, rip and tear.
Yeah. You know what he's about. You know what he's about. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. This is a long one, but that's what happens when Smash Bros. Happens. I do not apologize. Maybe I apologize a little bit to Niall, but to everyone listening, you knew what you were getting yourself into. Again, I just like to shout out everything that's going up on the Chooch site. We had, we had our, I put out a Smash Bros. Predictions podcast before the Direct, which was incredibly wrong. I even
That's
predicted
why we
that
do those things, though.
I predicted that they weren't going to show Simon. So there you go. That's how wrong I was.
It is good to be wrong.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be wrong. But if you want to listen to that to hear how wrong I was, that's an option that you can have. I'm not deleting it or anything. There's the Octopath video, there's the stream archive, and there's plenty of other stuff coming up. So just keep tabs on the site. If you want to keep tabs very easily, you can go to our Twitter account at VGCC and follow it there. You go to our Tumblr account, which is videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com. And you can join our Discord server, which is a real fun place to be, at thegamezone.zone. If you type that into your web browser, it'll bring you there. Our Twitch channel is twitch.tv/VGChoochoo. And if you like this podcast or anything else that we do, and you want to support us monetarily, go to patreon.com/VGCC, and that is the best place to do that. Finally, I'd like to thank Melt Channel for the use of our theme song Crush off of their album Magic is Real. If you want to listen to more Melt Channel music, go to meltchannel.bandcamp.com. They have like 4 albums worth of music, and it's all great. So please check that out. And other than that, I think we're about done. Solon, is there anything you want to maybe plug?
Damn, Too Mellow just came out with a new album, and it's great if you want to hear some soul rap.
All right, sure.
Go to twomellow.bandcamp.com.
There you go. And we'll see you next week with another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast.
Oh, sorry, it's twomellowmakes.bandcamp.com.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And as G would say, light 'em up. We'll see you next week. Good night.